We're just about ready to turn the Grand Stocks loose on you. It's going to be a great race, always is, for the Pepsi Grand Stocks here at Langley Speedway. This will be a 40-lap event. Up front, Robbie Parker qualified on the pole next to Ricky Derrick. Row 2, it's Michael Waters and Carl Livingston. In row 3, Tommy Sweeney and Rodney Boyd. Paul Lubno and Mark Fry in row 4. Row 5, Jamie Sample and Brandon Henson. Joe Britt and Sean Scavell. Andrew Condry and Billy Newman in row 7. And Mark Claire and J.R. Smith in row 8. Set to go for these 40 laps. A lot of talk on Facebook between a lot of these drivers this past week. They are all pumped up and ready to go. The green flag is out. We are underway. Ricky Derrick pulled a little bit ahead on the restart, or on the start of the race. He gave it back to the 19 of Robbie Parker. Now they race side by side for the lead down the front straightaway. Robbie Parker gets the lead back from Ricky Derrick. Then you got the 2 of Michael Waters holding off the challenge of a 3-wide battle on the back straightaway. Tommy Sweeney and the 9, Rodney Boyd, going at it. Also on the outside, the 77, Carl Livingston. 14 wants a piece of this. Mr. Lube, no, comes into light. 29, Mark Fry on the outside of the 28 of Jamie Sample. Brandon Henson in the 81, challenged by the 7 of Mark Claire, who started at the rear of the field and is moving up. And a challenge for the lead, Robbie Parker trying to hang on to it just ahead of Ricky Derrick. Tommy Sweeney makes the pass on Carl Livingston. Rodney Boyd trying to do the same, trying to catch up to the back end. Also the 14, Mr. Lubno, Paul Lubno, to the inside of Mark Fry. These Grand Stocks, man, they put on some great racing at Langley Speedway week after week. And up front, still a battle between Ricky Derrick and the 19 of Robbie Parker. They get real close together. Ricky closing in on the back bumper. Robbie trying to keep him behind him too. They're racing hard for the lead. Also the 9, 77, and 14 a little bit further back for about the 4th or 5th position. 5 laps into a 40-lap race. There's Lubno to the inside of Carl Livingston, taking that position away for 6th. Man, Ricky Derrick is pedaling. The one-stop auto number 8 trying to catch that 19 of Robbie Parker. Robbie started the race on the pole. He's led every lap so far. Robbie from Chesapeake. Greer & Associates, FRT Motorsports. He's got no option lawn care, studios for less, and affordable graphics on his automobile. And Ricky Derrick, of course, he's been the champion the most recent years, 2009, 10, and 11 from Newport News. G. Nichols and One Stop Auto, 4mindscatering.com, or 4Wins Catering, I should say. The 2, Michael Waters, doing a great job tonight. He's up in the 3rd spot. He's been running very well the past couple of times he's been out in the yellow-blue number 2. Tommy Sweeney, the 11, just ahead of Rodney Boyd. These 2 have had a few words over the past couple of weeks. Paul Lubno ahead of the 29 of Mark Fry. And here goes a challenge again for the lead. Ricky Derrick on the inside. Give each other a little bit of room there. They make their way out of turn number 2 with Ricky Derrick now in the lead ahead of the 19 of Robbie Parker, qualified on the pole today, now back in 2nd spot. Ricky Derrick with 4 wins this year. Mark Claire's got 4, 2 for Rodney Boyd. Ricky Derrick leads the points, only 2 points ahead of Tommy Sweeney in the 11 car in 2nd in points. Paul Lubno, the 14, is 3rd. Mark Claire, he's 4th in points. Then Carl Livingston in the top 5. Good battle here between Joe Britt, the 6 of Sean Scavell, and the 0, Andrew Condry. And that is near the rear of the field. Rodney Boyd 6th in points, Mark Fry 7th, Andrew Condry is 8th, Sean Scavell 9th in points, and Billy Fisher in the top 10. Ricky Derrick leads Robbie Parker, Michael Waters, Tommy Sweeney, and Rodney Boyd the top 5, followed by Paul Lubno, Mark Fry, Mark Claire, Carl Livingston, and Jamie Sample. Brandon Henson closing in on the back bumper of Jamie Sample now in the 81. 71 is about to go a lap down, J.R. Smith. 13 laps completed out of 40. No caution flag as of yet. Had a little delay starting this race because we had an unfired explosive device in turn number 3. Yes, it was a firework that didn't get off. 6, John Scavell. He almost loops it around the racetrack. Hanging on to it, though, in the 6. Running for the Rookie of the Year in that 6 car. Ricky Derrick leads about 5 to 6 car lengths ahead of Robbie Parker. They've got a lap car in between. That's J.R. Smith. Now the 19, Robbie Parker, trying to diamond the corner a little bit, make the pass in the lap machine and keep the 2 of Michael Waters behind him. Michael Waters is coming on. Tommy Sweeney 4th, Rodney Boyd is 5th. Paul Lubno, Mark Fry, and the 7, Mark Clare, coming up to the front. Started the race at the rear of the field. He's currently in 8th. Now going for 7th as he gets to the inside of Mark Fry. Now he puts the pressure on Paul Lubno in the 14. Keller Williams, number 14. He's got PC Doctors on the back of that ride. And now he's also got the 7 on the back, and now to the inside looking to make a pass, Mark Clare. Mark gets by in that 7. That car on the back straightaway is a black machine. Down the front straightaway, it's a white machine. Yes, it's the black and white number 7, the Betts Automotive number 7 of Mark Clare. Brandon Henson still trying to get past that 28 machine of Jamie Sample. Gave him a little bit of shove going into turn number 1, makes the move to the inside, races side by side down the back straightaway, and still racing hard with the 28 of Jamie Sample. Tommy Sweeney trying to hold off the challenge of the 9 of Rodney Boyd. And that's a battle for the 4th position as the race continues between the 81 and 28 on the back straightaway. Still a great side-by-side race between those 2. That's a battle for 10th position. Spin right here in front of those guys. The 71 loops it around. And that is J.R. Smith. He had gone a lap down and just having a hard time hanging on to it. J.R. Smith, the reason for the first caution flag here on lap number 20 halfway through this event. You drivers in the modifieds need to be ready to go immediately following this race. And then the U-Cars. They're going to race 25 laps to wrap up the night here at Langley Speedway. And they're going to turn them loose. Cone rule is coming to effect from St. Leo University. And this is where it gets interesting as we have some of the cars that think they might be able to compete on the outside with some of those faster cars like Ricky Derrick and Robbie Parker on the inside. Michael Waters, Mark Clare having a great run tonight. Started at the rear of the field. He's currently up there battling for the 4th position as we get set to go. The green flag from Shane Snyder back in the breeze. Ricky Derrick into the gas and leads the field down. Tommy Sweeney, one of those drivers that chose the cone rule, and he's about to get looped. 19 and the 9. Big crash in turn number 2. Rodney Boyd made some contact with somebody, spun around. We got wheels flying off race cars. 2 wheels have come off. The 9 car and the 77. Carl Livingston sits up against the wall on the back straightaway after some heavy contact with a couple of cars back there for about 6th or 7th, racing hard. Carl Livingston. It was getting a little tight up front, too, as they were about to go 3 wide as they made their way out of turn number 2. Everybody got stacked up behind them in a chain reaction. Now they're checking on the 77 of Carl Livingston. And Rodney Boyd is okay. And let's see who chooses to use the St. Leo University cone. It's going to be Tommy Sweeney looking on the outside and Jamie Sample in the 28. And Brandon Henson in the 81. Well, hopefully this restart will be a little bit better than the one we just had, which took out a couple of cars. Pace truck will pick it up and head into the pits. Ricky Derrick next to the 11 of Tommy Sweeney, who was in fourth. Now he finds himself on the outside front row after the cone rule. And here he goes. Robbie Parker down, looking on the inside to take that position away, and some sheet metal hanging off the side of Robbie Parker's 19. Ricky Derrick stays ahead, about a half a car length ahead of Robbie Parker. Now about a car length as they exit turn number 4. Robbie sideways. Tommy Sweeney tucks in line. He's in third spot, just ahead of Michael Waters. Then a side-by-side battle between Mark Claire and Jamie Sample. Now Mark Claire comes up to challenge the 2 of Michael Waters. Mark Claire moving up. Came all the way from the rear of the field. He's now in fourth. Now Jamie Sample challenges the 2 of Michael Waters. He had some damage on that right side, as you saw. Jamie Sample closing in on the back bumper for that 5th position. He gets a little loose at the exit of 4. Just ahead of the 29 Mike Duman collision machine is Mark Fry in 29. 23 laps completed out of 40. Here goes Mark Fry to the inside of Jamie Sample. And a challenge for the 3rd spot between Mark Claire and the 11 of Tommy Sweeney. Contact made. Sweeney gets hit. Here goes Mark Claire diving on the inside, makes the pass after getting into the 11 of Tommy Sweeney and pushing him up the racetrack. He's in 3rd spot. Comfortable lead for Ricky Derrick, about 3.5 to 4 car lengths ahead of Robbie Parker in the 19. Same distance back to the 7 of Mark Claire, then about a car length and a half to 2 back to the 11 of Tommy Sweeney in 4th. 5th spot is the 2 of Michael Waters. Still has a little bit of sheet metal hanging off the side of his automobile on the right side. "13 laps to go this next time by for Ricky Derrick. 2009, 2010, and 2011 champion. Gene Nichols, carburetors, distributors, and rear ends. One Stop Auto, 4MinesCatering.com. For Ricky Derrick of Newport News, 30 years of age, leading the field. Ricky had 3 wins last year. Already this year, he's got 4 and only 2 points ahead of Tommy Sweeney in the 11. Tommy currently in 4th position. Paul Lubna with problems. He's going to drop back quite a bit. Lubna was 3rd in the points. He sits on the back inside the pit area. Mark Claire challenging now for that 2nd spot. He's got a fast car. Betts Automotive number 7. Mark 4th in the points. He's going to capitalize on Paul Lubna's misfortune. Mark Claire, one of the fastest cars as far as speed goes. Their average speed is about 76 miles an hour as an average. Turning laps around here about 18 seconds. Robbie Parker is doing a lot of mirror driving as Mark Claire once again inches up to his back bumper there at the exit of turn number 2. Also Mark Fry challenging the 2 of Michael Waters for 5th. There is Mark Claire, though, all over the back end of the 19. Now looking to the inside to take away the 2nd spot. He got into the 11. Tommy Sweeney, will he do the same thing on Robbie Parker's 19? Now between 3 and 4, closes up. Tries to get again on the inside. Very close to the back bumper on the 19 of Robbie Parker for the 2nd spot. Gives him a little bit of a nudge that time between turns 1 and 2. Lets him know he's there. And that 19 really leaning over in the turns. He gets a little loose that time out of turn number 4 with the help of the 7 down the front straightaway, and now between turns 1 and 2. Good battle for that second spot. Mark Claire's taking it away now in the 7. He knows time is running out. Only 5 laps to go this next time by to catch Ricky Derrick. Mark Claire in second spot. Great job from coming from the rear of the field. Now he's in second spot. About 2. Ooh, he got loose that time. Here goes the 19, Robbie Parker. He'll capitalize on it if he can. 7 just about looped it. Mark Claire, after all that work he did to get up there in the second spot, now he's getting really loose at the exit of the turns. Working the lap machine, the 71 of J.R. Smith. Now Claire is being a little bit more careful. This allows Ricky Derrick to pull away in the one-stop auto number 8. Ricky Derrick added a new sponsor. That's 4winscatering.com. 3 laps to go for Ricky Derrick ahead of Mark Claire, the 19, Robbie Parker, the 11 of Tommy Sweeney, and the 2 of Michael Waters. Just outside the top 5, Mark Fry's 29. Then the lap machine, the 71, J.R. Smith. Full straightaway back to the 28 of Jamie Sample. Then the 81 of Brandon Henson, who's been involved in a couple of incidents tonight. 2 laps to go for the 8 of Ricky Derrick, looking for win number 5. And trying to extend his points lead over Tommy Sweeney, who's back there in 11th position. Came into tonight's race only 3 points ahead, but this will help him possibly win 4 championships in a row for the Grand Stock Division. Don't think it's ever been done at Langley, but Ricky Derrick in a great spot to do it, as he will see the checkered flag and win. Race win number 5 for 2012 for Ricky Derrick. Mark Claire finishes in the 7 car in second. You got Robbie Parker's 19 third spot after starting on the pole. Tommy Sweeney 11. Then as they come down to the final end of the race here, Joe Britt qualifies as the guy just ahead of Sean Scavell in the 6. So it's Ricky Derrick, Mark Claire, Robbie Parker, Tommy Sweeney, and Michael Waters in the top 5. Mark Fry's 29 and 6. Jamie Sample was 7th in the 28. Brandon Henson 81 was 8th. Joe Britt 55 9th. Sean Scavell, the 6th, was in the top 10. We just showed you that. Andrew Condry in the 0 and 11th. J.R. Smith 71 12th. Paul Lugno out of the race 14, finished 13th. Carl Livingston the 77 was 14th. Billy Newman the 54 15th. Rodney Boyd with his big wreck over there at the exit of turn number 2 where the wheels flew off. And he and the 77 of Carl Livingston getting together. Carl finishes 14th, and Rodney ends up at the very end of the field in the 16th position. We need all the modified drivers ready to go immediately following this race. That's the Langley Speedway KeysVacation.com modifieds. Let's send it down to Chuck Hall once again, who is standing by and ready for win number 5 for Ricky Derrick.
And Ricky Derrick makes it the first of 5 in the Pepsi Grand Stocks here as the number 8 Chevy Monte Carlo pulls into Dale Lemons victory lane for a big night of racing here at Langley Speedway. Ricky will get unstrapped. We'll talk to him in just a moment. Our friends from, of course, Newport News Shipbuilding and Bayport Credit Union on their way down to present the winning trophy, the 5th this year, 2012, to this young driver. We'll talk to him in just a moment as fans and family rush to Dale Lemons victory lane. Almost as fast as Dad. Spider-Man on the shirt. He'll join us here in just a moment. Kristen bringing her crew down. Hey, man. Don't forget, as Mike alluded to, the Keys Vacation Modifieds are going to be rolling out quickly here, so they'll get strapped in right now. As soon as we conclude this interview and give away some money, they'll be rolling out for 50 laps here in the Keys Vacation Modifieds. But it's the Pepsi Grand Stocks, and the first to win 5 and pick up some valuable points in his try to win another championship here at Langley Speedway in 2012. He'll get strapped, unstrapped, and make his way out. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Ricky Derrick. The 8 car, Ricky Derrick, he'll move out front here, and we'll talk to this winning driver. Stand by, Jim, coming to you in a moment. There he is. Newport News Shipbuilding on hand to present you the 5th trophy, the first of 5 in a tough race here. Mark Claire looked like he was coming on there at the end, getting by Robbie and putting on a little battle at the end, but you had a fast car again tonight. This is the car you wanted out here. It's proven successful for you.
Yeah, this is my good car. It's been an awesome car ever since I built it. Car was a rocket ship tonight. On the last 10, 15 laps, I was just cruising. I seen Claire coming. I'm glad I didn't let up too easy because he was coming up fast. I couldn't do it without without Gene Nichols, carburetors and rear ends. George Coleman for building one hell of an engine. My crew chief, John Brown, Chris Conley, Thomas, Captain John from Four Winds Chartering, my mom, my dad, Brandy, One Stop Auto, Jeff Sweeney, I always forget him wherever he's at. Randy Akers, my grandpa, I'm not sure if he's here or not.
And a hug.
Robin Nichols from Boutique Yo-Yo. I think that's it. Just want to thank everybody for coming out. I got 3 more races. I'm not sure where Sweeney finished. We gained a couple more points for the championship. I really want this one bad.
And you get it. 5 wins, 2012. Congratulations from crew. We'll step out here for winning driver number 8, Ricky Derrick, right here in Dell Lemons Victory Lane. Newport News Shipbuilding, they'll get in that photograph.